This thing working? Very good. Right. Well, I don't know if anyone remembers these things. This is Sinclair's foray into the world of mass storage. And yeah, it's a sort of little tape loop thing, and it stores a whopping 90 kilobytes. And this is known as the microdrive. Sound familiar? So we've moved on a bit since then. This is the latest box of tricks for the Spectrum, which is an IDE interface called Divide, which is made by a boffin from the Czech Republic. This here is the operating system, Notcon'04, which is quite possibly the only project on the whole of SourceForge that runs on the Spectrum. And this works with the ISO file systems, as you find on a CD, and it understands the file formats as used on a Spectrum emulator. So one thing you could do with this thing is get one of these Spectrum emulator CDs with 8,000 games on it, connect that up and have hours of gaming fun. Or if you're that way inclined, you can bung an ISO file system onto a hard disk like I've done here. And you can see here we've got a bunch of classic games, we've got Dizzy, Elite. But rather than showing you my mad skills on Manic Miner, I'm going to show you something a bit different. There's something from the demo scene. Now, the demo scene is a whole talking its own right, but the 30-second executive summary is that it's a huge community of international community of digital artists, programmers, graphic artists, musicians, who get together, write programs that look pretty and sound pretty, then get together in a big LAN party, and everyone shows these things off, and everyone votes for the best one. And this is one thing about this, about the demo scene, is that you get a big thing is writing these demos, as I called, for under certain constraints, such as 64K size limits, or writing them for retro platforms like the Spectrum. So this is one I came up with for assembly demo party in Finland 2 years ago. It's a massive thing, thousands of visitors, and this is Who's in Victoria, which unfortunately is slightly less exciting without the sound, but who fits that? No. have connecting hard disks to the Spectrum is all very well, but it's not really, well, connecting up great big metal boxes isn't really in keeping with the Spectrum philosophy, which is where compact flash comes in. So once you've got an IDE interface, all you need to get compact flash is one of these things. It's just a little reduction circuit board, and these are sort of mass-produced for hobbyists messing around with embedded systems, hardware modding, that sort of thing. And I actually did have a go at trying to solder one of these together myself, but I sort of underestimated how hard it was to solder one of these compact flash connectors. I think the phrase is like nailing jelly to the wall, or in this case, soldering jelly to the wall. So yeah, so, and of course, of course, once you've got compact flash, then you can start connecting microdrives of the IBM variety to a Spectrum. And a single 4 gig IBM microdrive has enough space for probably every Spectrum program ever published. So
Spectrum program archived on page 387 megabytes.
Yep, something like that. So the question is what to do with all this spare storage, and my answer is streaming video. So here we have something from NTK favourite Michel Gondry, converted to the Spectrum. So hopefully we'll get the sound. I should mention, when I was putting this talk together, my housemate was watching me putting this thing together, and his reaction was, why don't you just get a better graphics card? So I guess that's the next that's on the list.
Okay, well, thanks very much to Matt for this. I think it's fantastic. It's really And a couple of questions. Why? Because it's there. At the back here.
Is the Spectrum itself
well, there's
the question was, is the Spectrum itself
let's wrap it up.
yes. This is plugging into it. You know, could you just kind of take a standard Spectrum and plug stuff in?
Yeah. One thing I'm hoping to do at some point is bung all this stuff internally. Someone's actually pulled that one off with the old rubber key Spectrum. There's a little compact flash card in the side, but I think that's probably beyond my soldering skills. There's a couple of internal mods I've done here. I've got sort of stereo sound, which is just sort of wired onto the sound chip, and also this thing here, which just replaced the voltage regulator because this 1 to 8K Spectrum. I don't know if you remember, they usually have the great big toast rack on the side, but which is a heatsink that gets hot very quickly and is just replaced with a more modern one, which makes it much more convenient for lugging to places like Finland.
one at the back right there?
How on earth is the demo scene in the UK?
The demo scene in the UK, it's not all that big at all, really. It's I don't know what it is about. It seems to be Scandinavia. I don't know, do they teach them C in kindergarten or something? But yeah, there are a few of us keeping together. As far as the Spectrum goes, there's people are more interested in the retro gaming side than the demo scene, but yeah, it's still hanging on.
Any more questions from that? Dumbfounded by your mad skills. And next we have a very special guest star, the Reverend Rat. And are you're ready to demonstrate?